Still trying to find nettle, but we'll take this wormwood since it is kind of hard to distinguish wormwood. Yeah, try and get as much of this as I can. Which wormwood is like a taller herb. Eventually, we need to go and find a source of belladonna. Alright. I think I just saw nettle. Yeah, there's the bad boy. Nettle is going to be used, I think, in our marigold decoction. Or not marigold. Oh, is it marigold or is it? Yeah, marigold. Not chamomile decoction, but the marigold. We'll need plenty of these bad boys. So I think nettle is used in a lot of things. Nettle's pretty much like the most common herb to find next to like dandelions. And trust me, we'll have plenty of nettle. Let's see. Trying to find more stuff. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay, that should be plenty of nettle. Let's grab one more. Hit. Any other plants nearby? What was this? Thistle? Yeah, we probably need some thistle. Is that valerian? Yep. There's a valerian. Thistle. Well, we got plenty of eyebright. Don't need to grab more of those. Eyebright. Blue flowers aren't really anything. Chamomile. As Hill has a bunch of shit. Trying to find more valerian. Oh, wait. What's this patch? Is this a bunch of white flowers I can't pick? Cool. Has some sheep. Something I can't grab. Bunch of chamomile. Ah, don't need any more dandelion. Marigold. Thistle. I think in the long run I'll try and just pick herbs that I know I need. Right now I need to put these in the drying rack so they won't
keep the peace and we won't have any problem.
Depreciate in value.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Because the better the quality of the herb, the better potions I can make. And I kind of need that. This is going to be my favorite place for a little bit. Because it provides a drying rack. And it also provides an alchemy bench. We'll dry. Is there any way to select all? I don't think there is. I have to select one stack at a time. Oh, I need more thistle. And valerian. That's right. Confirm. We have now dried all of our herbs. They should be in pretty damn decent condition. So even though I dried herbs, I think they do eventually go down in quality over time. As they get older, just like any dried ingredient, they do lose their potency after a while. All right. I know this is something that you guys might not want to watch, but I Need to get some of these potions underway. I cannot do that because I need to find some belladonna. Oh, you know what? I have a little bit of money. I might be able to buy at least the first stack of belladonna. Well, I think after I buy this belladonna, I'm going to just find belladonna afterwards.
Nein, du Bettler. Was willst du?
Kind of understood that.
Show me your wares.
I was like, did you say, oh no, it's you again? Pretty much in that same kind of vein. I will never buy a potion ever. Oh, I need to buy marigold decoction, so I can't even make that right now. But it is something I want to make eventually. What I want is belladonna. So if he has any belladonna, which he doesn't have any fresh belladonna, he might. Yep, he has that. How much is that going to cost? I'll buy 5. I'll pay 15.5. And I have 28 on me. Let's see if we can
Word about the price.
knock out that price.
Kein Problem.
Alright, we're not good at persuasion right now, so we'll not try and knock it down to 13.5.
Is this enough?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal.
God, we suck at haggling right now.
I'll go for that.
Pleasure doing business.
But the more we practice haggling, the better. So we just saved half a groschen. Eventually we'll get a lot better at that, but just like everything in this game, you're complete shit at it until you keep doing it. Anyone that's used to an Elder Scrolls game knows what I'm talking about. The more you do something, like fighting with a sword, using a shield, using magic or something like that in an Elder Scrolls game, you eventually are not going to be shit at it at some point in time. Oh yeah, let's make our first savory schnapps. So we'll need wine. Let's do that first. Let's get wine. Notice they still have the lighting issues on console. So I wonder if that's going to be in the big patch that they're going to come out with. So let's see. Is it 1 nettle and 2 belladonna? So nettle, 2 belladonna. Okay, so add the nettle into the cauldron and boil for 2 turns. All right, let's do that first. Nettle, 1 nettle. Put that there. Oh, they actually have a button for the sand glass. No. Cool. So instead of aiming at it, I just press the button. That is useful. I don't think they had the button for that when I first played. That is very useful. I don't have to worry about having my my crosshair on it all the time. Okay. So I need to grind belladonna, add to the cauldron, and boil for 1 turn, and then pour. All right, so it's 2 handfuls of belladonna. 2 handfuls. Now grind it up in a mortar and pestle. Drop it into the cauldron. Put it on the heat. And do that for 1 turn. Last but not least, pour. And that should get me some savory schnapps. Hopefully it's either normal or strong. We'll see. That is... Yeah, we got the strong stuff. And it gave me 3 of them. So, let's do that a few times and we're good to go. As long as we have enough belladonna. I think we have enough for 2. So this should be the last time I make savory schnapps for a little bit. Alright, I think I remember the process. Alright, we put nettle in. Boil for 2 turns. Put the nettle in, drop it, 2 turns, keep an eye on the hourglass. Yeah, I wonder if even Zoomers and Generation Alpha even knows, like, what the fuck that is. Because I said hourglass, and they probably don't even know what the fuck I just meant by that. Alright. And 2 belladonna into mortar. Grind it up. Drop it in. Move down. And then have it boil for 1 turn. And it's done. Eventually, we'll be making something even stronger than strong potions. But we gotta unlock a perk for that. Once I can, then we're in good business. Alright, so we got 6 strong savory schnapps. So that should be enough. That's it for the savory schnapps. That's the only 2 potions I can do. It's good to have a little bit extra on hand. See, this is only useful though if you are sleeping. It's mainly, kind of like taking melatonin in a way. I could probably at least make some to sell. And probably keep 2 on my person. So 2 handfuls of chamomile, 1 handful of sage. Add chamomile and boil for 1 turn. Grind sage, and that's it. I'll do that. This one's not going to take too long. Due to the fact you use wine, technically, if you drink anything with alcohol before going to bed, you have very bad sleep. We grind the sage. I'm gonna say. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. This is 2 turns, or is it 1 turn? You gotta double check. So chamomile boil 1 turn. Okay, yeah, it's not the 2 turn process. Boop. So 1 turn. And done. Okay. And 1 sage. Put into mortar. Grind. And then put in the cauldron and then pour. All right. So as we get better with these, this alchemy and all that, we'll be able to make more. We'll also be able to make better potions too. I'm trying to level up a little bit, so this is another reason why I'm just kind of doing this. Alright, get the wine. Chamomile. And they don't have the auto brew in this one compared to the first one. So in the first one, when you got good enough in alchemy, you're able to auto brew as many potions as you wanted, as long as you had the materials to do so. So that was really nice, but they got rid of that. And I think they balanced it out with getting rid of auto brew. With every time you do alchemy, you automatically make more than just one. So that's how they balanced it out, made it fair and less tedious. So any of you guys that played the first Kingdom Come Deliverance knew very well that every time you did this process, this one process of making potions and everything like that, you only got one out of it, which was very painful for some people. So I think the devs listened and it's like, look how much freaking potion you're making, and you're saying we only get one out of it? People were not as oh, new perk, Lab Dweller. Yeah, the more you get secret perks too. There's perks that you will get for just doing the thing. Like you eventually get a perk for blacksmithing and all kinds of other stuff. I think even in combat, it's like you use a sword long enough, you get a secret perk and all that. So if I go, never mind. All right, we'll do that one more time. Then we'll sell the additional potions for more money so we can have some money to have while we're on the road. So let's prepare this to make a few more. Hopefully it's not nighttime yet. It's not. I have to look through the cracks of the wall real quickly just to see if it's nighttime. So as long as it's not nighttime, I should have plenty of time to sell these extra potions. And since they're strong potions, they should go for a pretty penny. Hopefully. All right. And now for the sage. And man, friggin' Henry has the patience of a saint. It literally does. Swear to God, all the shit he gets put up with in these two games. It's like, Henry, man, he's become one of my favorite characters in video games, though. I think it's one of my favorite in a long time. There hasn't been a lot of new video game characters I've been fond of. As fond of as at least Henry. It's like, Henry, man, this is the down-to-earth dude. The guy you can believe in that existed. Alright, I just leveled up. And let's see. Alchemy. Let's go all the way here. For each potion or alcohol effect you have active at one time, more vitality increases. Not as important. Poisoning of arrows. Selling of potions, 30% more. Actually, might be good right now. And then we also have enthusiast. Let's do a potion seller. What are you doing, potion seller? Are you selling potions? Let's clean ourselves before we talk to the guys so we have a better chance of possibly persuading him. Due to the fact that I have very shitty clothing, though, is probably the reason why I can't haggle that well.
Was wünschst du?
I'll have a look at the wares.
It's one of the excuses, anyway. All right, we'll sell 10. And then what's the difference between my strong, well, the weak one saves the game, and the strong savory potion saves the game, heals 20 health points, and increases strength, vitality, and agility by 2 for 5 minutes. And then the next tier up, we'll get to see what that is compared to the strong. So yeah, quality of potions absolutely 100% counts. Same thing with the quality of the gear that you have. So this is 100% a true RPG. I think this is the most RPG-esque game that you could ever play, next to like your typical JRPGs or turn-based RPGs. But I think this game's even more of an RPG than a large amount of the games that have came out recently, mainly because like you're actually like legitimately role-playing in this universe.
What would you say to this?
That's not worth it.
God damn it. We'll get better at it.
That's a decent price.
So eventually this is going to be more favorable towards me. All right, we at least have 65 more groschen than we had. I'm going to discover... I know I don't have anything to sell to this guy, but I think this is a general goods dude, which is, yeah, trader.
He even threatened me when I called the guards.
Scum like that need to be
God
put in
grant
their
you
place.
Excuse me.
Look out. Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it's still pisses
Overturn
me
cart.
off, but what can I do?
I might have to check that out.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies.
There's some guys stuck behind me.
From me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
Maybe I can retrieve it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
What's over that hill?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here. I'd
The
like to
guy's
pop
through me. He sees right into my
out.
soul.
Merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of German merchants in this game compared to the first one. So I think in the first one, oh my god, the guy that... This has never happened to me before.
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Audience and to St. Catharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich.
Oh, traitor.
There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village.
Found
The
him.
apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me.
Yep.
They are a hand in glove.
Found them.
Or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they're always studying some Latin.
Know where the scribe is.
But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives.
Haven't found him yet.
Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are
found
just
that.
peasants.
Okay.
You are already familiar with the tavern.
I think if anything, I need to find the butcher.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
We'll see about that. Is there anything I should avoid?
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by
Know
bandits.
too well.
So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Show me your wares.
If he sells a... what do you call it? Better stats. But very expensive because I only have 78 groschen. Ooh. That I don't have. I would like a pouch, but man, is it expensive right now. Cheap wine. King honey milk. He sells charcoal, which charcoal I'll need for alchemy, of course. Sells blacksmithing materials. Lockpick, spade. Oh, thank God it's not expensive. I'll take that. And I'll take these lockpicks. Ooh. Take 2 of them. Well, I could probably take the other one. There we go. Can't afford that right now. I can't afford fucking repair kits yet. Repairing things on your own, though, is a lot better than having them repair it for you because it costs much more money. So, I'll have to deal with it. Is there anything I can sell him? I can sell him a torch. I can sell him the tunic I don't wear. I'm going to sell him any of that. I'm going to sell him any of my alchemy stuff. And I probably need those bandages. Okay. Let's see if we can haggle.
I'd like to discuss the
Now,
price.
let's not fail the haggle.
Kein Problem.
Ah, crap. This isn't going to be good. 35? Or, let's see, how much am I paying? 42, so I'd say 36.
Is this enough?
You won't convince me with this.
Did I save how much? Huh? Not crazy.
That's a decent price.
Guess I gotta keep practicing it.
Wiedersehen.
Just keep practicing, get better equipment. Eventually when I get better clothes and all that, we can strike harder deals. And et cetera, et cetera. Alright, the closest one to me is the blacksmith. I'm gonna go out there. Let's see, how far away is he? Now that I'm thinking about it. Wait, blacksmith is labeled B. Where am I going? Blacksmith.